You're watching Drake's Migration Nation Season 8, powered by Hydra Trek. Previously on Drake's Migration Nation, we met up with Trey Crawford in the Speckle-Belly capital of the world, Cabri, Saskatchewan, and had a very successful hunt. Now, we head south to meet up with Barney Califf to hunt with Legend Outdoors in Tologa, Oklahoma.
Gonna be a good morning. Yeah.
Drake's Migration Nation is powered by Hydra Trek.
Good girl. Well, last season, we had a pretty unique dry field widgeon hunt with Troy Cunningham and Legend Waterfall. But as mallards were after this year, and based on our past experiences with Troy, we're pretty confident we can count on him. So we pointed the truck south and headed to Tologa, Oklahoma.
Didn't even get lost or nothing.
Good. How you doing? Good, man. How about yourself?
Doing all right.
Well, is this the coldest it's going to be or the warmest?
Well, this is the warmest.
Oh, God.
Warm temperatures throughout the Midwest has stalled the migration. Until now. An Arctic front has blown down from Canada, freezing everything in its path, and the birds are on the move south. Hoping to escape the cold and follow the birds, Barney has made the trek south to Tologa, Oklahoma. But despite his efforts, the Arctic temperatures have followed him. After scouting the locations for tomorrow morning's hunt, the crew is optimistic and ready for a great shoot.
First morning of our hunt, we got up and it was cold for Oklahoma standards. When I go south to Oklahoma, I want to hunt in 50-degree temps and shoot ducks in light apparel instead of being bundled up. You couldn't get enough clothes on this first morning. We had a high of about 16 degrees. The wind really blowing. It was a cold morning.
Our wind's kind of out of the northeast, which has kind of got us back on this corner. So we're gonna try and set in this lower area here. We'll put our blind right back in this corner, put the wind at our back, put our decoys right up here, and kind of right where the headlights are shining off the truck. Just create ourselves a pocket here down at this bottom. Just kind of get them to come off. They're coming back from about 4 miles straight to the west of us, so they're gonna have to fight the wind all the way here. Last night when we scouted, they were from that deal there right along down through this whole flat right here. So this is where we're good.
We're gonna plant the blind right here?
We're gonna plant the blind right here, but it's gonna be a bugger to get them to finish into this wind.
Well, we just got set up in a milo field down in southwest Oklahoma, and there's been mallards coming into this field, and we got mallards coming right now, literally. Let's shoot him. I'll tell you what, if you know me well, you know what my idea of hunting on a cloudy day is, especially for mallards, but it wasn't bad at all. I'll take that. They continue to do that, we will pile them up good.
To keep up with all the hunting action, check us out on the web. Season 8 of Drake's Migration Nation is powered by Hydra Trek, Rio Ammunition, share the experience, Mojo Outdoors, it ain't magic if it ain't Mojo, Boss Drives, take charge, Prodigy Boats, and by Drake Waterfowl Systems, innovators in waterfowl hunting.
Birds here to the left.
Should we kill this pair? Shoot the pair.
Shoot 'em, guys. That was a little bit more like I would expect on a cloudy day, but first pass that bunch of mixed ducks was shootable. We should have shot them, but I got a little greedy. I didn't get so greedy on the pair. Shot them. Another bunch coming from the left. Let's shoot him. Got a boy. Shot, Lane.
Thank you.
That's one of the hardest things, at least for me, to do, is when you're working a couple bunches, 25 or 30, and you get a drake comes peeling into the decoys. You got to shoot it, but man, it's hard to do.
Oh, nice when they do it like that.
Oh,
Barn.
that's fun. Down in southwest Oklahoma again with Troy Cunningham, Legend Waterfall, in a cut milo field. I think it's been overseeded with something, wheat or whatever. And I mean, believe it or not, we're just sitting in probably a 25-foot blind right out in the middle of a bare field. Oh, we got ducks coming out front. Get those.
Not a bullet.
Well, that's another first for me. Blaze into a flock of mallards and then there's a pigeon flying through the decoys. I love shooting pigeons, and pigeons will decoy really good to mojos. We had mojos going and the pigeons were coming in, and the first bunch didn't get caught on camera because I think everybody didn't think I was gonna shoot them, but old Lane and I shot 5 out of a bunch, and I said, let's roll on these pigeons. So we ended up having a good pigeon shoot in between our good mallard shoot.
Yes! I had to kind of get over this post, but I got him. Oh, a whole covey of them.
Oh, we gotta take them.
Okay.
Camo's on him, Camo's on him. Come on, there we go. One more bend like that.
Shoot him.
Get him.
That duck, it kept acting like he wanted to side slip on the outside of the decoys, and then he'd correct a little bit, and then he'd side slip and correct, and I said, one more correction, that was all she wrote. He gone. Shoot that pair. I didn't even stand up. I didn't figure there was a need. Well, the consensus is everybody's cold and hungry. We've got about 3/4 of a limit. I think we need 8 or 10 mallards. So we're going to go in, get us something hot to eat, maybe take a little nap, and come back out here this afternoon. A lot more birds were coming out last night than what come out this morning. So I think we'll finish up this afternoon and then regroup for tomorrow. There's our ride right now. Perfect timing.
Well, it was a pretty good morning. We got a good start on it. We got over half of our limit down. Birds are just really swinging back and forth from water to water and working over top of us. We'll head back in here and warm up everybody and get a little breakfast. I got the girls cooking up some pancakes and eggs for us and some sausage and get everybody warmed up a little bit. Come back out this afternoon and try to finish up this limit. I think we could sit here all day and keep pecking at them, but boy, these temperatures and that wind is really cold. So I think everybody would be a whole lot happier if we go in and take a little break and sneak back out here and get on these mallards again this afternoon.
To keep up with all the hunting action, check us out on the web. You're watching Drake's Migration Nation Season 8, powered by Hydra Trek.
Well, we just got back to Troy's Lodge, and it's just now starting to snow. And come to find out, we're supposed to get 2 to 4 inches of snow this afternoon. So we're liable to have a white snow cover when we get out there. That's a sheep. What's a sheep standing there? Let's go listen to it. David. The hits just keep on coming, huh, Sean? We finally got cold enough. We took a little siesta, went back to town, got some lunch, a little nap. We come back out, and there was a heck of a surprise waiting for us.
Oh man, I bet he trampled on everything.
With the bucket laying out here.
There were cattle in the decoys. Cattle had been eating the grass off the blind, and we pulled up there. There was a cow actually bedded down in the blind. Shoot him.
Somebody get him up.
That's a teal. Well, there's a whole blind full of cold, angry duck hunters. We came back out after lunch to shoot the remainder of our limit, and we shot 1 teal. Ducks quit working completely. We had cattle in our blind. We got cow poop everywhere. Decoys messed up. Regardless, it's about dark. We're gonna drag up, go home, get some supper, regroup, come out tomorrow and try whatever Troy's got lined up. Supposed to be snow on the ground for sure, so that'll be interesting. That's what I go south for, to hunt in the warm weather. We gone.
Well, at least for the 2016-17 season, the weatherman was right last night. They said 2 to 4 inches of snow, and we just got up at 5:30, and we've got 2.5 inches of snow. The hits just keep on coming.
Day 2 started off considerably different than day 1. We still had some wind blowing, but we'd got 4 inches of snow on the ground overnight. When I go south to hunt in Oklahoma, I'm figuring on light apparel and 50-degree temperatures. We got up that morning, it was 9 below zero.
The Drake waterfowl gear is way too warm to be wearing when you're driving T-posts. There's definitely some warm gear, man.
We didn't know if the birds were gonna move or not. Went to a different field. This one was just a milo field that was no overseed. And we set up with all that fresh snow on the ground. Pretty slow to start the day. Mallards were coming off the roost and coming our direction and not even showing any willingness to set their wings and even look at the setup. Shoot them. Yeah, baby. There's a bunch of little cacklers in this part of the state. We had a 4-pack coming at us, and I thought I heard one little yodel. Sure enough, there was a speckle belly in there, and he basically brought him back around. He responded well to the call. That was fun.
That was our first action this morning.
Yeah, it's been a little slow start this morning. Maybe things are starting to kick into gear. Needs to warm everybody up. Finally, a bunch of well over 200 come out, and they had to look a little bit, and they come around the backside, swung out, hit them with the call, and they locked, and the whole bunch came in. Cut him! Boy, there ain't a whole lot to say. That is just so cool.
250?
I'm shaking.
I don't know how many's in that bunch.
There's a big bunch.
That was a big old bunch of ducks.
We haven't had one bunch of ducks that locked up. They'll kind of come by and they were swinging by around us and heading back to the roost, and those bowed up initially, and I thought, well, we got a good chance with these. We did.
To keep up with all the hunting action, check us out on the web. Season 8 of Drake's Migration Nation is powered by Hydra-Trek, Rio Ammunition, share the experience, Mojo Outdoors, it ain't magic if it ain't Mojo, Boss Drives, take charge, Prodigy Boats, and by Drake Waterfowl Systems, innovators in waterfowl hunting.
Well, after we waited until about mid-December for some cold weather, the old adage, be careful what you wish for, it got cold. We tried to do a hunt down to southeast Kansas. We got froze out, record cold, below zero. Refuge froze, the birds sat for several days and didn't move, so we didn't get the job done there. But I called in a favor again, my old buddy Troy Cunningham down in Tologa, Oklahoma. He said, yeah, come on down, we're covered up with ducks. We get down to Tologa, Oklahoma, and what happens? Cold. We got 9 below zero, 4 inches of snow on the ground, so we got brutal conditions. Fortunately, the birds didn't leave. We still got the job done. Kill him. Yeah, baby. They had to be talked to that time. They went, what, 3 or 4 passes around us. When they would try to leave and you jumped on them hard with a comeback call, they responded. I want to do that again. Got him.
Does it get any better than that? I mean, just a little bit.
Look at that, back in again.
Watch this.
In between bunches, as with yesterday, we are decoying pigeons to the mojos. So we are having a big time. It's amazing how well pigeons will decoy to those things. So we oblige them. Got him. Shoot him. There you go. Something I've noticed on the last couple bunches is they're actually bending to a call. Usually in a dry field situation, yeah, the calls don't seem to have as good an effect as they do on water. The last couple bunches, that pair included, when you hit them, you get the visual crank when they
they hear it, and it's kind of encouraging.
Ducks out front over the hill here. 10 or 12. Yeah, another group to the right of them.
Get those. Well, last year was a hog in the field. This year was a cow in the blind and bonus pigeons in the mojos. But like I said earlier, it was mallards we were after, and Troy paid off like a slot machine. Thanks, Troy, for once again giving us a front row seat in your region of the Migration Nation. Come on, Maggie, let's get this thing. Up, up. I want to play this old guy. Come on, Maggie.